Morning to you. Boy, you sure tell it's North Dakota. Good morning, you're freezing and bundled all up, and then by afternoon you strip it all down. And but it's beautiful. You gotta admit it's beautiful. So this morning I want to do a meditation. Oh, I gotta tell you a story. I'm probably not the best guitar player. I've only been playing for about 3 years, and bless their hearts, some people are even said, "Man, you just can't sing or play, can you, Dave?" And that's okay, because I believe I'm an acquired taste. I'm just going to keep doing it because you might not like me now, but someday you're gonna. And so I went down and I thought, well, I'll play for my horses. So I took my guitar down. I was just strumming and playing, and the horses were in the background. I was taping it, and I thought, this is so good. And I couldn't wait to get back to the house. And when I got back to the house, I played it, and their ears all went flat. It looked like they're going to back up and kick me in the head. And then, boom, they're gone. He just took off running. And I thought, not even the horses. Not even the horses. But anyway, this morning, and I won't be posting that video anytime soon. I'll let you know that. But I wanted to talk about meditation. What I've been meditating on is why I believe, and why do you believe? And a judge even asked me one time, they said, is there some great sin that you did, or something that you felt like you owe God or owe people, and that's why you do what you do? And no, that's not it. That wasn't it. No more than you or anybody else, I guess. But I do remember a time when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I was home alone, and I was just praying. And just as a child, I prayed, and something happened that transcended anything I'd ever experienced before. It was like His presence filled the house, the room, and me. And I came to realize that He's a real God. He's not a God that set everything in motion and threw back His hands and said, you know what, just run it, I'll be back. No, He's involved in the day-to-day affairs of man and in my life. And I came to realize that. And I start to, man, you just, all the beauty and all the things and all the order. And it's not my mom and dad's faith. This is my faith. Man, I think for cowboys and people that spend a lot of time outside, it's like, look at this. Is it by random, by accident, even me being here? Or is there design? And is there a designer? And I've come to realize there's definitely a God. And through that, and Paul says something in 2 Corinthians 5:16. He says, we don't even know Him by the flesh anymore. We don't know Him by the flesh. It's not how we know Him. It's not by the paintings. It's not by the statues. It's not by the movies. It's not. You know Him because of what He's done inside of here. And He bears witness to our spirit. And we know without a shadow of a doubt. We know that His hand is upon our lives. We know that, man, He's got plans for us. Ear have not heard, eye have not seen, men have not pondered in the heart the good things that He has for those that love God. And you have that assurance because you, in here, is beyond just knowing with your mind. You know that you know that you know. And He wants to be involved in your life every day. I tell a story that I've told 1,000 times because it's just so good, and it only happens once in a lifetime. But I was out riding in a pasture, and there's a trail, and a bull snake was crossing the trail. And the same time that I saw it, a big old hawk saw it. And she came swooping down and grabbed that thing right behind the head. And with all the strength she had, she was just pumping them wings, and finally got airborne with that snake. And she thought, man, I'm having dinner tonight. And as she was flying, that tail wrapped around the top wire of a barbed wire fence, and it spun her and left 2 loops in her belly. And she was hung on the fence. And she was, with her talons, was trying to get free and squawking and just raising all kinds of a fuss. And the Spirit of the Lord spoke to me and said, I have set you in flight. Man, I do exceedingly above all that you might think or ask. I'm able to do exceedingly above all that you might think or ask. I've got plans, man, all possibilities are open. But because you bound yourself to this world and to your desires and your passion, you get hung up on the fence, and you'll never experience all that I've had for you. And it really spoke to me because I thought, God, wow, it just that you show us things that are as individuals that have deep, profound meanings to us as individuals. And you're able to speak to us like that in that still small voice where you hear them. And it's like, wow, how could you not believe in God? How can you? I don't want to live this life without Him. You know, it keeps me when I fall in a pit that I don't stay in that pit. You know, He pulls me. He says, man, I've given you everything you need that pertains to life. I've seated you in the heavenlies. Man, I made you kings and priests unto our God. Wow. Why would I not want to serve Him? And that's something that maybe I can encourage you, you know. What's He speaking to you? You know, what is He doing in your life that it's unquestionable as Him? It's on any shadow of a doubt that He's working something in you. And that's my prayer. And that's my meditation, that I believe. I'm not Thomas. I don't need to put my hand in His wounds. I don't need to see that. Blessed are those that have not seen and believe. And that's the crowd I want to run with. I believe because He's spoken it in here. I get a kick out of these TV evangelists. They say, you know what? One of these days, Jesus is going to show up bodily at one of my meetings. And I think you really did not just say that. That's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. And he wants to have that intimate relationship with us. He wants to speak deep things to us, even in the times of darkness. And I want to get into that some other time. But so God bless you. Enjoy the day. And spring's here. Spring's here. God bless you.